In this video, we'll be solving this question, and the question says, consider a snow covered hill that makes an angle theta to the horizontal, on which sits a snowboard of mass, MSB, at a distance d down the hill is a tree of height h, at the top of which is a cart. The coefficient of the kinetic friction of the snowboard with the snow is mu, and we're told that at t equal to 0, the snowboard begins to slide down the hill under the influence of gravity, and the cart wants to drop out of the tree and land perfectly on the snowboard as it passes the base of the tree below it. How long must the cart wait after t equal to 0 before it jumps? And for us to, the question is saying that this is a snow hill that made an angle theta, and the snowboard as well will be sliding down towards this tree, and the cart want to jump on this snowboard. But the problem is that the distance the snowboard covers, it's higher than the height at which the height of the tree at which the cart sits on. So the question is saying, at what point, how long will the cart wait before it jumps? And for us to know how long the cart will wait, we have to know the time at which it will take the cart to jump from this tree down to the base of the tree, and the time at which it will take the snowboard to move down up to this point, that is to move down the hill. So if we can know the time at which the snowboard will move down the hill, that is the TSB, which is the time it will take the snowboard to move down the hill, it must be equal to the time at which the time it will take the cart to jump down, which is T cart, plus the time it will take the cart, like the time the cart will wait before jumping, which is the time. So if we can actually ascertain these two times, then we can find the time the cart will wait. So to solve this, we have to begin with the free body diagram. We have that this will be sliding with the weight mg sine theta, and there is a frictional force opposing the motion. So, and the mass of the snowboard pointing downward with respect to theta, which is g cos theta, and there will be the reactional force pointing upward. Okay, to solve this, we have to analyze both diagrams, both forces acting on the snowboard in both x and y direction. Considering this y part, we have that n will be equal to mg cos theta. Let's term this equation 1. And along the x, we have that mg sine theta minus the frictional force which opposes the motion must be equal to A. We can term this equation 2. So we already know that the frictional force F is equal to mu or mu n, and n is mg cos theta. If frictional force is this, then we can substitute the F back to equation 2. We'll be having that mg sin theta minus mu mg cos theta is equal to A. And we can cancel out at this point you can say that A, which is the acceleration, is same thing as g into sine theta minus mu cos theta. So this is the acceleration at which this snowboard slides. The snowboard here slide, and since we've determined the acceleration, it will be easier for us to know the time at which it slides. It can get to the bottom of the snow hill. So since we've determined the acceleration using the equation of motion, we have S to be equal to S is equal to ut plus half at squared. So, and the S we have is the distance down the snow hill, and it was represented as D. This is equal to U, the initial velocity of the snowboard is 0, so this part will be 0, and we are left with half of A, which is the acceleration, is this sine theta minus mu cos theta, then T squared. So at this point, you can make this T the subject formula. We can say that T will be equal to the square root of 2D divided by G sine theta minus mu cos theta. So this is the time it will take the snowboard to slide downhill. So now we have to calculate the time it will take this cart to jump down to the base of the tree, and for us to do that, we still have to use the same formula, this formula of motion, this very one. So, but in this case, since it's acting against the gravity, we have to change this to or since it's involving height, so we have to introduce the acceleration due to gravity. we have that S is equal to UT minus half GT squared. So, but at t equal to 0, the initial velocity is 0 because it was sitting at the top of the tree. So we have that S is equal to half GT squared, but the S is the height of the tree. So we have that H is equal to but this should be positive because the cat is jumping downward instead of going against the gravity. So this should be positive. H is equal to half GT squared. So making T the subject formula, we can say that T is equal to the square root of 2H over G. So this time is the time it will take the cat to jump down the hill, jump down the tree. So substituting this back to the initial formula we stated, which is the TSB, the time it will take the snowboard to roll down the hill, and T cat is the time it will take the cat to jump down this tree. So this TSB must be equal to this. So substituting it back to this formula, we can infer that the time it will take the cat to the time the cat will wait before jumping will be equal to, we have this to be equal to this is 2D divided by G into sine theta minus cos theta is equal to the square root of 2H minus divided by G plus the time it will take the cat to wait, which is T wait. So with this we can make this the subject formula, which is T let's use T wait T weight will be equal to, I don't know what's wrong with my writing pad, is equal to the square root of 2D divided by G sine theta minus cos theta minus this the square root of 2H divided by G. So this is the final answer, and that is the time the cat has to wait before jumping. So thank you for watching this video. Please pardon me I don't know what's wrong with writing pad, but I believe in next video I will try to fix that.